Hi, how are you today? I would like to bring you another one of the, what I call golden nuggets that I believe that I have been able to, in my mind and my spirit, gather over the last few decades and share them with you. And one of the things that is really lacking in today's world, and it's unfortunate because it's really what we've, based everything on, was purity and holiness. And unfortunately, in today's world, purity and holiness does not exist. There's compromise everywhere. And recently, I visited a church in Orange County with Jensen Franklin, and I was very, very impressed. He did a sermon, and it was talking about basic values, those values that were instilled in him when he was young, that are just standard, typical values. Things like praying, things like, treating people with respect, honoring your mother and your father. But it even goes further in today's world. One of my people that I really admire is John Hagee, and he is very bold and speaks up on several issues that a lot of ministers today won't take an issue on, and that is areas like homosexuality, premarital sex. These are things that the Bible says are wrong. God says that a man with a man is an abomination. Now, I don't know about you, but abomination to me means that God really, really, really does not like it, and something we shouldn't do. And there are churches today that are allowing ministers in the pulpit that are gay. And, I know that they say that if you mention this from the pulpit that they can come and arrest you. And the reality is, if they want to come and arrest me, they can, because I am not saying what my opinion is. I'm basically saying what the Word says. There are other areas, lying, stealing, cheating, and compromise. It's amazing how we live in a society where people are willing to compromise. You're working in the workplace, and you take a pen from the office, or you take paper clips home with you, or you take copy paper, or you go and do personal work. That's not integrity. That's not morals. That's not values. That's not principles. And see, we've gotten far away from that. And we want God to bless us. We want God to step in and intervene for us. But yet we don't honor the things that He said to do. So, we need to get back to purity, holiness, morals, values. What the Bible talks about, what the Bible tells us we need to do. And live a lifestyle that is Christ-like. Because, if you claim to be a Christian, claiming to be a Christian simply means to be Christ-like. And the teenagers a few years back had something, WWJD, what would Jesus do? Well, what would Jesus do? I've often asked people, if Jesus were coming to visit your house, would half the magazines be there? Would half the movies that you're going to watch be there? If He was riding in the car with you, would you listen to the music that you're listening to? Would you do some of the things that you do? If He was with you at your workplace, would you do the things that you do? And the reality is He is with you, and He is seeing everything you're doing. So, it's your life. You have to stand before Him someday and answer. But, one of the things that I've learned, that if you want your life to be blessed, if you want God to move on your behalf, then you need to live a life of purity and holiness, and a lifestyle that works in alignment with the Word and not contrary to it. This is, again, one of those little golden nuggets that I've picked up over the last few decades that I want to share with you today. Thank you, and you have a blessed day.